Hey, what's happening, RTHD world? How has everybody been doing? It's been a few weeks since we met, so I'm very excited. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, 2020, and this is Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear, coming to you from Casa 1500 in Metairie, Louisiana. And very excited. It's been, like I said, few weeks, and ready to get back on the road to happy destiny. I hope you are as well. I'm looking forward to today's show. And this is going to be episode number 105. And what I need, because we're gonna change things just a little bit, episode 101, episode 102, episode 103, episode 104 was called Check Your Temp. And capital T, capital E, capital M, capital P. And we did a few things with that. We're going to do something a little similar, but we're going to change it up just a bit. And I hope you don't mind the change. I know I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to work out better for our program. And I hope you like it as well. So what I need for everybody to do, well, I'm going to stop. I'm going to start off today's program with the long version of the Serenity Prayer, which I shall read for you at this time. Glad I remembered. I just barely did, so here we go. If you know it, please join me. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. Boy, it's good to say that whole long version of the Serenity Prayer. I hope you enjoy it as well. All right, so here's what I need for you to do. I need for you to grab your handy dandy RTHD Into Action notebook, and grab yourself a writing utensil. Could be your favorite, could be any writing utensil. And let's go ahead and open that bad boy up, that book, our Into Action notebook, so that we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go to a brand spanking new page, if you don't mind. And let's write on top episode 105, Wednesday, August 26th, 2020. And, let's get ourselves ready to dive, yeah, you right, into action. All right, so here's what I'd like for you to write. And you can put it anywhere you like, under your little heading or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to ask you to write down check-in. Check-in. All right? And if you want to put a little colon behind it, please feel free. Hey, that's your option. That's your choice. All right? Yeah, I've got a hat on today. My hair is really long. It's really out of control. So I'm going with the old lid here. And I'm going to dress comfortably for the show. And if people don't like it, oh, well, giddy up. Anyway, so write check-in. And this is what we're going to be doing each day for the next some episodes, whatever the case is going to be. We'll see. We'll see where the Spirit moves me and us. All right. So we are going to check in, and we're going to check in with the following letters. So go ahead and write check in, your little colon if you like. Then underneath that, write capital P and a colon or an equal sign. Capital S and a colon or equal sign. Capital M and a colon or equal sign. Capital E and a colon or equal sign. Capital G and a colon or equal sign. And write that down. If you wrote it across, I apologize for being unclear. But go ahead and write it down. You might want to skip a few spaces in between. And I'll repeat those letters if you didn't get them. And, if you messed up on your page because of my lack of solid direction, then I do apologize. But again, it's your notebook, so however you want to do this, hey, Jimmy Crack Corn, and that's up to you. You heard me? We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Our check-in is going to be based on these 5 letters, okay? And these 5 letters, they are for the following words. P, physically. S, spiritually. M, mentally. E, emotionally, G, gratefully. Okay, so PSMEG, and what I'm going to ask you to do, and what we're going to do is each day we're going to check in. Okay, we're going to check in with ourselves to see where we stand in these 5 areas. All right, and what I would like for you to do is I don't want you to use words like good, okay, all right. You know, I want you to try and use some words that more feeling words, right? And not the old standard teenage answer. You know, yeah, fine, yeah, good. You know what I'm saying? You heard me. You know that out there. You do. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to check in those 5 areas, okay? And how you are today on this Wednesday, August 26th, in the midst of these little tropical storm hurricane things that we're having. Marco Polo, Laura, and, you know, that reminds me of Sleeping of the Enemy. Laura! If you saw that movie, you'd know what I mean. Anyway, so we're dealing with all that, and, you know, I just thought today would be a great day for a show. I actually wanted to do one Monday and Tuesday, and like when I started this whole RTHD thing, I kept putting it off. Well, now I'm in, and I'd like to, you know, start getting a little consecutive streak going. Okay, we got to 100, and then I did 4 days in a row of episodes, and now all I can do is start with today, right? Today is the day. So we're in episode 105, and we are going to check in on how we're doing. Now, while you are checking in, writing your thoughts on these 5 areas, how you're doing physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, gratefully, okay? That's the gratitude, the thankfulness. So I'm going to have you go ahead in your handy-dandy notebook with your favorite writing utensil or any writing utensil and start jotting down right now how you're doing in these areas. And again, let's try and use some feeling words, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and check in with you all so that I can give you kind of an example of kind of words that we're looking for, or that, you know, that I'm looking to use for me. And if you like, do the same. And again, you could use words like, you know, good and, you know, okay and all right and fine if you want. But, you know, we're trying to dig a little deeper. We're trying to check in with ourselves right now. This is for us. This is for you. This is for me. Okay, I just happen to be sharing it with all the viewers out there, all, you know, 8 or 10 of you all. Hopefully more. You never know. You never know. All right, so anyway, here's my check-in, and I did write things down in my handy-dandy notebook, so I'm going to glance at that as I go through. And again, you can either just listen and do yours in a little bit, or you can do it right now, or you might have already started as I'm babbling on here. But I'm just excited to be back, you know, excited to talk to the camera, you know, seeing the cross wall in the background, doing the long version of the Serenity Prayer, having some notes, all that good stuff. Okay, having a comfortable top on, you know, wearing a hat, a little TPC action, you know, and shaved, long hair, whatever. Okay, here we go. I'm going to check in. Here is my check-in for Wednesday, August 26th, 2020. P, physically. All right, physically, I feel like I'm accomplishing right now. Okay, and what I mean by that is during the last couple weeks, I have been, you know, continuing my walking, continuing to get over 10,000 steps in a day, trying to get closer to 15,000 each day. But that's been, you know, so I'm accomplishing that. I'm feeling good about it. That's something I can check off my list every single day because I have been keeping up with it. You know, I have in the last few days started to eat a little bit better, even though the last few days I've been off of work because I work for the parish, and right now we're off of work because of Marco and Laura. And for those that don't know what that is, that's, you know, the storms that are approaching us or we're heading directly our way and then have kind of shifted. Anyway, and I'll get more on that in a few moments. But I'm eating better and I'm feeling better about that. I have gained a little weight. I'm not beating myself up about it like I used to. I really, you know, I got from almost 300 pounds all the way down to 203 pounds. And, I couldn't maintain 203. I just couldn't. And I really wanted to get down under 200 while I was going through this process. And I just didn't quite make it. But I came pretty darn close. And I feel good about that. I started feeling more comfortable around the 215, 220 range. And that's not where I am right now. During the pandemic, I put on a few. I put on the COVID-19 20, if you will. and I will. And then I'll watch it for a couple of weeks, and I'll drop down to around 228, 230, 232, right up in that range. I don't know where I am right now. I'm not really worried about it because I am keeping my walking up, which I have even while I was gaining weight. But I'm doing a better job of watching my eating. So physically, I feel like I'm accomplishing, and I'm not staying stagnant. I go down, I go up. I am yo-yoing a little bit, but not too big of a differential. And so, I feel like I'm getting things done. How about you physically? All right, next, mentally. Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. That's why I checked. Spiritually, okay, because I didn't want it to be PMSEG. So you get the little joke. So S, spiritually, okay. I feel like I'm growing. Spiritually, and I'm continuing it. And ever since a little over 5.5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, when I started this RTHD journey, this road to happy destiny, I have grown spiritually. I really, really have. This past Sunday, I had a tremendous spiritual event happen to me. I'm not going to share that with you right now, but let's just say this. I had made my mind up that I was going to do something that I really should not be doing. And I should not do. And I went into work on Sunday because I knew we'd have a couple of days off, and Coach Collins and I wanted to cut as much grass as we possibly could on Sunday before these storms were heading our way. And I had a lot of time on the tractor to think. And mind's a crazy thing, and I started thinking thinking of going in a direction I don't need to go in. So anyway, throughout the process, something happened. As I was on the tractor, my keys fell off, and my whole focus after I finished cutting the grass was on finding the keys, and it took my mind off my thoughts that I was having prior to that. And I just feel like that was a spiritual significant event because my mind was so focused on one thing that I knew was just not good for me. And then my mind got refocused on finding the keys. And thankfully, Coach Collins and I went out looking, and he did find the keys for me as we were looking. And I was very thankful and appreciative to all those that helped out. And you all knew who you are that helped out. And I just felt like it happened for a reason. So I felt like it was a spiritual experience. So spiritually, I really feel like I'm growing. The bad things I were thinking about didn't occur. Felt stronger after the event, and feel even stronger, a couple of few days later after that. So I feel like I'm growing spiritually, all right, and continuing that growth process and looking for the spirituality in things, because to me that was a spiritual event. Okay, all right. How about you spiritually? Now let's go to M, mentally. All right, mentally I feel satisfied. I don't mean that in a stagnant way. I feel satisfied. I feel really good because things are on the up for me. I have been working at LaSalle Park for a couple of months now. I'm really still enjoying that process. Hopefully the position I'm in will lead to a bigger position, and all I can do is hope for that. But I'm just continuing to work hard in the position I'm in, and enjoying each and every day. Mama's Place is back open. I only work 2 nights a week, Thursday nights and Saturday nights, but I'm enjoying that. I love the people I work with over there. We have so much fun, even though it's really busy and a lot of work for me. But I'm very satisfied with that. I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice relief. And now I'm also coaching full time. I am coaching varsity football and middle school football over at St. Martin's Episcopal High School. Working with Coach Collins and a few other guys who I really enjoy working with. So happy. The kids are great. Looking forward to meeting the middle school kids after Labor Day, and just happy to be a part of it. And this past Thursday, almost a week ago, was the first day where I had all three. I went from LaSalle to Mama's place, from LaSalle to football to Mama's place. And it was a long day, but I tell you what, a very rewarding day. I really felt good at the end of the day. So I'm feeling real satisfied. And again, I don't mean that like, oh, I'm just satisfied. No, I'm feeling real good, mentally, because, things are, a couple of months ago, I had 0 jobs. Now I have 3, and I enjoy all 3. I enjoy the people that I work with. And I'm loving being outside for the majority of the day. And so that's where I am, in that aspect, mentally. And so where are you mentally? All right. Next, E, emotionally. All right, you might say, well, what's the difference between mentally and emotionally? Well, mentally is more up here, obviously, at least for me. Emotionally is how I'm handling things on a daily basis. How I handle curveballs, how I handle successes. How am I doing with my range of emotions? And right now, my emotions are working a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Over the last 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, at LaSalle Park, we've been off. And it's been a little bit, feeling a little almost like guilty. It's not my decision to be off. And it's something I can't control, but it still makes me feel a little off as I look outside and I'm going for my walks every day, and it's been nice. It hasn't been raining. Emotionally, I'm a little up and down because I'm confused, if you will. Not confused, but, it's just, for me, it's hard to know that I could be working right now, and because the parish closed the playgrounds, that I can't, because the schools have closed, can't have football. Mama's place is only open Wednesday through Saturday, so that doesn't come into play until tomorrow night. So, emotionally, I'm dealing with that, but I'm dealing with it. Like I said a moment ago, I can't control it. I'm worried about today. Monday, I had a very productive day around my house and getting some errands done. Tuesday, I had another very productive day around my house and getting things done. So far today, and it's right about 12:10 at this very moment, I've gotten some things done this morning, and I got a list of things that I'm going to continue to do. So I am getting things done. So emotionally, I feel good about that, But this Marco and this Laura, when you kind of, you think it's coming towards you, which, don't get me wrong, is a good thing, and I hope all those that are in the paths are okay. I'm thankful that we are. We're still kind of, in some ways, still dealing with Katrina stuff. So I mean, anytime we can avoid a storm, it's a blessing for us. But unfortunately, somebody else has to deal with it. And so I pray for those people, and I hope it's not too bad of storms that when Laura hits land. Over there towards the Texas Louisiana border. I should have said Louisiana Texas border. I mean, we're first, right? And so, emotionally, I'm doing well. I'm having a good week. I'm trying to keep myself balanced. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check, and I'm trying to really just live in the day. Like I've been talking about for 105 episodes, right? So emotionally, that's where I am. How about you? How about you emotionally? All right, and then gratefully. Gratitude. What's my gratitude today? Where is my gratitude today? What am I thankful for today? Sunday I was thankful I found those keys. But today, I'm gonna go with the standard go-to. Right now, I'm real thankful for my children, and let me tell you why. My daughter Olivia, who's 22, my son Owen, who just turned 20 2 days ago. I'm thankful for those two individuals. I love them so very much. They have been a part of my life, just a beautiful part of my life for the last 22 and 20 years. And so I'm so thankful for them. I'm so grateful for them. I'm so proud of my daughter. Prior to graduating from LSU, she had a job lined up in New York, and with the pandemic, it got put on hold, right? And she was, really upset about that. She was looking forward to graduation and then kind of moving up to New York and starting a professional career. And you know what? Through this process of having to wait, she's not sitting around, pouting, doing nothing. She started working right away, before graduation, and then right after graduation, with doing some babysitting things. and working at a couple of retail outlets, and then finally accepting a job at a place. She's been a part-time worker. Some of you may know it. It's called Candy Apple in Old Metairie. And she's working full-time there, and she's continuing to do the babysitting thing, and she's working a lot. And I'm just really proud of her, because I know she was so looking forward to going to New York and getting things started, and she's handling it amazingly. And that's not off the table. We're just waiting for things to kind of, if it does ever go back to normal, but go back to some form of normal, and hopefully that position will still be open for her, and they welcome her with open arms, and she's able to do that. Although I'm, on a selfish note, very excited that she's here. I'm going to miss her when she's up in New York, and not have the opportunity to go up as much as I would like. But hey, that's not today, so I'm not worried about it. Today, she's in town. She's about 7-8 minutes away from me. So that's a great thing. My son, like I said, celebrated his 20th birthday on Monday, August 24th, 2020. It's great to be born in the year 2000. It's great for me, because I'll always know exactly how old he is. And that's a joke. Of course I'm going to know how old he is. But when I get older, I might not. So I'll be counting on those years. So anyway, this is going to wind up being my longest show ever, by the way. I just noticed the time, but I'm not speeding up. So anyway, I'm thankful for Owen. I'm thankful for the fact that he's back at school at Nicholls State University, and he went back for football, and he went back for classes, and then football got put on hold, and he's managing to kind of get through that, and still he really did a great job. I'm so proud of him for how hard he worked out this summer in preparation for this football season. And he's not pouting and saying, well, we're not going to have football till the spring, or hopefully in the spring. And so I'm just going to, not build on what I did during the summer. He's continuing his workouts. He's continuing to get himself in shape. And he's working towards, hopefully having an opportunity to get on the field, as a redshirt freshman, although he's a sophomore grade-wise. And so anyway, I'm proud of those two guys. I'm thankful for them. And so that's my gratefully today. I was getting ready to say gratitude, and then gratefulness, and then thankfulness. So how are you gratefully today? What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? And so Olivia, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Cyril Glennon IV, thank you so very much. Love you too so very much. And really grateful for you, really proud of you, and how you're handling today's world. And so beginning with this show, episode 105 of RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear, I'm going to conclude shows like this, okay? And I'm going to say 3 things, and then I'll do my little peace out and yada yada, whatever I say. I know it's different every day, but that's what I'll do. So anyway, I just want to remind myself and all of you out there, hey, let's live one day at a time. Let's live winning the day. And let's live being at peace. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day today. Stay safe out there during the pandemic. Stay safe from all the weather. And, I hope you have a terrific day. It's great to be back with you all. I look forward to doing an episode tomorrow as well. And, just thankful in the day. So have a great day. Love you all so much. Take care of yourselves, and peace. Yeah, I'm just going to smile for a second to make it 24 minutes.